a question that says, this is on a video, get spousal support payments straight from your ex's paycheck regarding form FL 435. And the comment says, I have to fill this form out. Or maybe she's asking, do I have to fill this form out? I'm only asking for retirement, not, it sounds like she's not asking for spousal support. She instead wants to get, I think, payments from her ex's retirement, or maybe the actual retirement. She says, how do I feel? I think she says, she means, how do I fill that out, I think. Let's see, what comments do you have about this, Maria?
Yeah, so I think typically when it comes to getting spousal support or dealing with retirement accounts, normally the most common way to divide retirement accounts would be through a QDRO, Qualified Domestic Relations Order. And this form is also a way to get payments. So let me just backtrack. With a QDRO, the primary way to use a QDRO is to divide retirement accounts, especially if you're dealing with a divorce. Now you're dealing with property settlement issues, and there are retirement accounts. There's different kinds. I mean, it's a very extensive area, so I think you can do a whole lesson on QDROs in and of itself because there's so much to go into. But generally, with a QDRO, you can divide retirement accounts, and that's for the property settlement issue. But another way that sometimes is overlooked is you can also use a QDRO to get support, so spousal support, child support. So the video seems like it's mainly covering more of the support issue. So the form is useful for tapping into maybe retirement accounts and pulling from that as payment for the support, whether it's court ordered for spousal support or child support. So that's one resource. But of course, if the question is dealing with retirement accounts, that's a separate process, again, through a QDRO. But you would need to have an order that allows for the retirement account to be divided. So I think it taps into kind of two different processes, all dealt with through a QDRO form or a process.
Yeah, so the person on this who made that comment, what you're going to want to do is, if you go to the My Court Coach YouTube channel, you can either go to the playlists, or for you, what I would do is I'd go to this little magnifying glass to do a search. And if you do a search for QDRO, Qualified Domestic Relations Order, is that what QDRO stands for?
Yes.
So do a search for QDRO, and you're going to see that there's a video that we have on it regarding forms FL, and see if that's helpful. The other thing you can do, rather than do a search for QDRO, is do a search for retirement. And here's a video that we have already, how to get money out of your ex's retirement fund regarding form FL 370. So take a look at those forms. You're always going to want, if you have questions, go to the search bar of our YouTube channel and see if you can find a video. Chances are pretty good you'll find a video on the topic that you have a question about. What do you think, Maria?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of videos that cover many of these issues. So I think that would be the best way to kind of get clarity on the question, and maybe go through the video, see if there's still, whoever wrote the question, to see if maybe those videos answer the question that the individual had in mind. I think you have a lot of great videos on there that should answer the questions.
The other thing is, QDROs are pretty specialized. There are family lawyers who do nothing but QDROs. That's how specialized they are. And so if you do a search for a QDRO attorney, you might get even more of your questions answered rather than just any old family lawyer.